female streamer calling out male streamers, and it backfired. Who is the female streamer in question? Not Omeezy. My boy Omeezy is the creator. You know what I'm saying? We talking Wendy Ortiz, everybody. Yeah. Let's get into it.
If I speak, I'm in big trouble. I think everybody is on the same page. I've hated her since she stepped on my car and thought it was funny. That was...
Okay, no, actually, like, I used to with them so hard, like Stable and like Ronaldo and Jason, but they're like woman haters. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so joking up, but no, like actually, like it's insane.
No, I'm a...
You're the ad lib there. They are.
Misogynistic. I was a... at this point, give me the other ones, please, please, please. I'm already apparently racist. I'm apparently transphobic. I'm apparently...
Talk about performative. Yo, have y'all you know, scope the whole performative trend, whether it's like performative, what is this? You know, there's this performative thing going on. Yeah, like performative dating. You know what I'm saying? Performative, you know, attachment styles in dating. You know what I'm saying? Like whether somebody's performative or somebody's like authentic. There's this performative term. I don't know if y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all have been tapped into that, but like, this is what it's giving. You know what I mean? And performative kind of reaction to something. Come on, bro. Like, and I get it. Like these niggas, content creators, these streamers, they have to keep the entertainment going. But like this, bro, like, what?
Apparently homophobic.
How do you feel your head?
Like it kind of can give you defending something that you have done, because it's overboard, dog. It's overboard. And like, just give me the other ones, then give me the others. Like, nah, bro, like.
Hanging with a woman hater today, bro.
Why they saying that, Jason?
Bro, I don't know why I'm a woman hater.
You not want to come up to me?
Oh my god, he's actually insane. Oh my god.
I think it started in like the 2020s, where label culture just started to spiral out of control. If you did
label culture, okay, thank you for clarifying that, Meezy.
Anything that anybody disagreed
Actually breaking down label culture
with, they were quick, fast, and in a hurry to throw a label on you, specifically to avoid any sort of accountability in their actions, or ignorance, or stupidity, or just general idiocy. And that same scenario doesn't escape Wendy Ortiz, Nina Lynn, and the accountability crew.
The accountability crew. Yo, anybody put Zoe Spencer as part of that accountability crew? Like she said, I mean Omeezy said Wendy, Nina, who else? Do you think Zoe Spencer should be part of that one? I don't know, maybe it's some, but like Zoe Spencer's been like kind of calm, keeping it calm, like, you know what I'm saying, keeping shit like kind of out the way, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Or should I say,
I haven't been hearing anything crazy from her, you know what I'm saying? So she kind of been keeping it behaved as a
lack of accountability crew. When they started labeling different FREYZ members as being women haters for simply holding Nina Lynn accountable for her actions. While we have a moment, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It goes really, really far. Now back to the video.
Nina Lynn refuses to apologize for shoplifting at Target.
It's bad.
If I speak, I'm in big trouble.
I think everybody is on the same page.
I've hated her since she stepped on my car and thought it was funny.
That was a sign. They say a female Jack Doherty, man.
That's a hard label to have.
Yeah.
Jack Doherty is yeah, you gotta get.
Yeah, yeah, I've seen some shit about that boy right there, Jack Doherty.
Dirty, man.
Let everybody
still on lazy girl.
Now that lukewarm take was given by Stable Ronaldo and Jason the Ween about the whole Nina Lynn situation. You know, the situation last week where she got...
Oh yeah, we know all about these. Yeah, and I did cover this, like, you know what I'm saying, do your homework.
Caught shoplifting, bragged about it on stream, wouldn't take accountability, ultimately got banned, and that was after the situations of her...
So she did get banned.
Being a public nuisance. And that,
yo, there was even this other one incident where she, you know what I'm saying, she was trying to like give some coffee to, I don't know, like some cab driver, and then like the cab driver, I don't know, the cab driver actually had an issue with her like shoving her hand inside the whip so that she could, I mean, she was trying to, you know what I'm saying, hand the cab driver the coffee, you know what I'm saying, but then like the cab driver apparently, well, clearly, visibly had a problem with that, started rolling the window up, it clipped, you know, her hand, so she just went wild. That one right there was a bit of an awkward one, because I feel like at that point, that's when we were breaking down even the psychology of somebody like this. That's how deep it was, like me seeing that, right? Because it's like, yo, you're trying to do this deed of, you know, this act of kindness or whatever, you know, she would call it. But then it's like, yo, as soon as things maybe don't go the way you would want them to go, performative. There we go with that term again, performative. She started going all performative, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because at this point, it's her second nature. It's her identity. She like does things for the reaction chat, for the, you know what I'm saying? The parasocial connection that her chat has with her, or she has with her chat, like, it's mad toxic, bro. Stop it. Get some help. You know what I'm saying? It's that type energy type thing. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. So, you know, yeah, that one right there with the coffee thing, that was mad, like, awkward, dog. It was strange. It was like, yo, nah, something is really wrong with this woman, right?
That was after situations of her essaying Saeed, Silky's assistant on strip. Just Nina Lynn doing a bunch of activities that will garner her the name female Jack Doherty. Now, I'm not saying lukewarm in a way to disrespect the take, but I'm saying it's a common take that literally everybody had on the internet. Nobody thought that what Nina Lynn did was right, except for a collection of people. Her lack of accountability friends led by Wendy Ortiz.
But they're like woman haters. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so drunk right now, but no, like actually, like it's insane.
No, yeah, like that doesn't mean anything. And also, like, Nina didn't steal anything. Like, actually, like, she paid for everything she went through. She goes to the store, she spends $500 on groceries just because she loves us. Why wouldn't she pay for something that was like $20?
I ain't gonna lie. This dude right here has to make the list. He has to make the cut of the lack of accountability females list.
It
was literally just a clip art.
No, literally. Like, so if people out there want to say this, it's not true.
Insane.
It's not true.
She didn't steal.
She didn't steal it. That's our girl.
Action.
We gonna write for her.
Yeah.
So stupid.
Guys, and why are you guys talking about all the money that she spent on the angel tree today? Yeah. Guys, she gives back to the community.
Now, obviously, us in the community know that.
Damn. Who's that? Smeagol. Oh, Smeagol's right there, just spawned out of nowhere just to defend some bullshit on some. Like, she didn't even make no fucking sense. Like, how does she give back? What the hell you talking about giving back? Because if we're gonna, you know, talk about giving back, we might as well talk about that clip where she wanted to give some to a cab driver, but ended up like just like what? Blowing fire at the cab driver's face for like trying to, you know, get her off of their energy, dog. Like, the cab driver was trying to literally protect his own energy, dog. Because, you know what I'm saying? She just can't, man, come on, bro. We could pull it up, bro. That little short Smeagol ass, you know what I'm saying? Ho, talking about, yo, she gives back. Hold on. Let's remind each other of this clip right quick. Cab driver coffee. Can't even remember where this was. What?
Twitch streamer Nina Lynn almost gets into a fight with a taxi driver.
Hello.
Come to my
over there.
Look at this.
Your tea.
You come to my space.
Wait, my hand. Yo, what the yo, bro. What's wrong with you, bro? Are you?
Yo, what's wrong with me? Look at her. Turning back at the camera like for fucking, like, I don't know, approval points from the chat.
Come out the car.
She's
Nah,
still
deadass,
following my cab.
Come out the car. Nah, that deadass. Come out the car. Pull up. Hey. Pull up the car.
Oh, why don't you just go on about your business, bro? I was just out here doing my thing. And then you just shove your hand, your dirty ass little fucking glizzy of a hand, glizzy of an arm into my cab, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? And you're not even saying anything. I'm not in the wrong trying to, you know what I'm saying? Pull that window up, bruh. You out of pocket. And if that short, Smeagol ass little hoe defending all of this, talking about this is giving back, terrible.
Nina Lynn didn't need any sort of like
I'm sorry, like all this brain rot that's going on today,
stupid.
bro.
It was just genuinely stupid. She acknowledged it. She got banned for it. We don't in the community know that Nina Lynn didn't need any sort of like caping for or anything like that. It was stupid. It was just genuinely stupid. She acknowledged it. She got banned for it. We don't need anybody to be like ignorant about the whole situation. But in that video defending Nina Lynn, Wendy Ortiz went out of her way to go ahead and label Ron and Lacey as women haters. And I'm sorry, I hate to be that guy, vibe, but it's a little strange that she would go around throwing around a label such as women haters while begging Ron to collab with her.
I'm so sorry, I don't want to be annoying, but I just...
Hypocrisy. Is we sensing a whole bunch of hypocrisy in the room right now?
I want to say, literally 6 days ago, I found out who you were on YouTube.
Oh my god, yeah, this is a bad look.
No, look, no, please, just watch this. Like, they were like, what's your dream collab? And I said,
oh my god, that's you!
Wait, was this before or after labeling them women haters?
I saw that!
Stable Ronaldo. Guys, I don't even watch streamers like that. I was watching YouTube, and his YouTube video came up, and I was like, who is this man? And I searched him up, and I was watching like all his videos, and he's just super funny.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, it's probably a crush. You know what I'm saying? She probably is crushed by a crush. You know what I'm saying? Because if that happened, if you know what I'm saying, she was begging like that to be on stream with him, you know what I'm saying? And if it got rejected, I don't even know if it got rejected, but I feel like if it got rejected, look, it's because she's just crushed by a crush. Now, obviously, anything that this nigga says about a woman is, you know, it's misogynistic. Wait, that's the word, right? Misogynistic? Like being, hateful towards women and shit, you know what I'm saying? The whole, you know what I'm talking about. But obviously, that's, if that moment happened, you know what I'm saying, if that moment happened before calling him, no, what I'm trying to say is, if that moment of stable Ronaldo rejecting her, begging to be on stream with her, you know what I'm saying, if that moment happened and then, you know what I'm saying, Wendy Ortiz calls him misogynist, that would make sense, because that would be her being crushed by the crush, you know what I'm saying, for the rejection. But if she started calling her woman hater, and then the whole oh my god, I'm such a fan, now that would be another level of weird too, right? I was trying to, alright, let's let it go on. Let's see what happens.
Wouldn't you think that it's a little hypocritical to be begging for a collab from a known woman hater? Now look, this isn't a video to come
a known woman hater
and glaze and defend Ron, Lacey, Jason, or any of the rest of the FaZe members. I call it fair and square across the board. But what I'm seeing from a lot of people is that they are going out of their way to not only defend Nina Lynn, which I think everybody knows is wrong, but also label people incorrectly, which is stupid, damaging, and everything up under the sun. And because Wendy Ortiz opened up that door, the floodgates arrived for everybody to go out of their way and start labeling the FaZe guys as women haters. And this enters Nina Lynn's best friend, Alicia Yagho. She comes in and doubles down on the fact that they're women haters, doubles down on the fact that there's an attack on women creators by male creators, claims that there is an entire double standard.
She the one that was claiming that Nina Lynn gives back. So it's funny, bro.
Surrounded by the streaming industry.
There is some sort of disingenuine, there is some sort of hypocrisy to this statement, isn't there? Because now it's about a feeling, right? One thing about me, Ron, is I also like to walk shit down once in a while. I do. I like to walk shit down once in a while. I really do. I really do. I really do like to walk shit down. Okay.
Hold on, I like the soundboard.
There is a disconnect.
I'm not mad at the soundboard.
It's like you know, an annoying ass Jack Russell.
Disconnect with your statement, and it's not about you being a woman hater.
She got
okay?
energy.
It's not about you being a woman hater. I get it. But the reason why Wendy said that in the first place is because every time we go on the internet, bro, every time you are just hating on women, bro. There's so many male Twitch streamers who are trying to stick up for Nina but can't because of their chat and what they're scared to do that. Oh, they're scared to that. I think
Hello?
For me now,
yo, where did the language go? You know what I'm saying? damn, it dashed out the window with the rest of the of her senses.
Now that I know who Nina is, do I think for a second she's gonna look at that man and think, ooh, I don't give a fuck if he's uncomfortable. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna touch him the way I want to. Trigger warning. And I'm gonna do this, that, the other thing. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. No, bro. I don't think that's what it was. I think that there was a joke going on and that she was doubling down on it, and lots of people in the room were like, go, do it, yeah, do it. And it was like funny and but it wasn't funny. And the whole thing, you guys, the whole thing is out of context, and I cannot wait for her to speak up on it. I hope she doesn't make any jokes.
It wasn't funny. I think she went ahead and admitted the fact that, but it wasn't funny. So you see, if you just apply a little bit of sense, you can see that she was out of pocket to begin with.
Funny and but it wasn't funny.
Exactly. Now what are you talking about? Hold on.
And the whole thing, you guys, the whole thing is out of context, and I cannot wait for her to speak up on it. I hope she doesn't make any jokes. I hope that she speaks about it logically, because she deserves some sort.
Here's another thing, logically. That's another challenge for Nina Lynn, bro. You think she's gonna come out here and speak something logical? She probably, bro, I feel like she's probably one of those people that she went through her whole life trying to be logical, and all she you know what I'm saying, all she had was just like resistance for it. You know what I mean? All she had was just like maybe a backhanded slap, you know, for the, what the fuck you, did I catch you trying to be something, nigga? Did I catch you trying to make sense, nigga? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, we all got our traumas, and you know what I'm saying, the Asian energy of things may not be too far off from the black code, you know what I'm saying, in terms of like, you know, the strictness that's derived from degeneracy. I don't know, because that's also like foolish, bro. Like you even receiving resistance from the fact that you're trying to make sense should actually tell you you're doing the right thing. You're actually on the right lane, but you're among degenerate people who are wrong for you. That could be your family. Like I really believe that, bro. You could come from a lineage of people that just like had to make decisions off of you know, just like on a whim, just like off of maybe anxiety, like high stress, you know what I'm saying, high stress situations, fight, flight, or whatever the case, where your sense literally, it became second nature for you, for all y'all to not use your common sense, to literally make a decision to probably maybe override it, maybe master your own emotions, master your own psychology, so that you don't look degenerate, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like some sense, bruh. Even if it means like, yo, dog, I'm the only one in my family that like when I do that, dog. That's like one of those cases where you know what I'm saying, you become that black sheep in the family that just changes things for the family just by applying sense, common sense. It doesn't make it right just because your whole environment, you know what I'm saying, don't use their brain. Are you supposed to, you know what I'm saying? Nah. So I'm just thinking Nina Lynn, that was just probably part of her environment. But it's like, bro, like, it's nonsense across the board, bro. It's not, I'm not justifying, like, what she done, but it's like, with you expecting Nina Lynn to come on here and just, like, give a sensible, logical, like, explanation to make people under, I don't think that's gonna happen, bro. I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying? For you putting hope in that is, like, it's crazy. Like, how? What? You don't see shit
understanding and some grace.
Like the energy, love the soundboard, hate the message. Here we are again, shifting responsibility away, minimizing situations, all to cape for Nina. But you know what? I'll play ball with you. Even if we can.
Yo, is she on Nina's payroll or something?
Can say that she was in a situation where they were joking and laughing and hee-heeing and ha-haing, and it was very, very playful. Let's say that it was just a misunderstanding. I'm with you there. But the problem is that when Saheed came out and said that he was uncomfortable, he had gotten assaulted, he didn't feel right, etc., etc., and when this was also explained to Nina and Zoe in real time about the situation, there was only one party who in real time apologized. After pulling tooth,
I saw that.
after tooth after tooth.
While, you know what I'm saying, while Nina Lynn, the one that's like being you know, the one that's, you know, her friends are expecting to come and give a logical explanation, all she did in that situation was just like defend herself, like on some like pathetic vibe too. You feel me? And obviously exposing further the type of unbalancedness of, you know what I'm saying, her dome, bro, of what's going on up the dome, bro. It's like, yo, it's a lot of growing up that, you know what I'm saying, the opportunity to grow up was not given to. There's a whole lot of aspects to her that, you know what I'm saying, did not grow up. You know what I'm saying? And like how it's showing, especially in your adult years, bro, that should be like, it'd be like a bad optic, bro. Facts. You know what I'm saying?
To get Nina to apologize, let's not forget, she invalidated so many people along the way. She invalidated Saeed. She invalidated your rage when he pushed up on her. She
defending all this degeneracy.
Invalidated entire communities, minimizing the whole situation. That's why you're sitting here and your weak ass addressing of it saying, I hope she doesn't joke about it, because you know she invalidated. You know she didn't take it seriously. We don't have to act stupid. So fine, let's say she made a mistake. That's perfectly cool. But then she didn't do anything to better her stance in the communal discourse by making fun of it. So no, I don't think it's a fair statement to label Ron as some sort of woman hater for holding Nina Lynn accountable. I actually think it's stupid and idiotic for you to continue to give this person who keeps getting in her own way any sort of grace about the situation. I know her. Well, you know she's a dumbass. But you know what? Let's hear what Ron has to say about this as he addresses this woman hating label directly.
I don't even know why I'm being called a woman hater for someone who's stealing sexually assault. I'm not even arguing anything anymore with Wendy. I'm genuinely serious. How am I getting accused of being a misogynistic person for those reasons? I could have thought maybe I've slipped up and called a girl a bitch by accident once, or said something like really
some logical shit, some sensible shit where you can see, oh, I logically see why this guy would be labeled this pathetic stuff right now. But what he did, what?
Provocative.
Obviously, bro. Okay, I might just okay, this might be the point that I raise on the MOS, but it's like it's just befriending or just defending, you know, this weak ass friendship,
something just rude or whatever, right? That I hate women or something like that. But these are the reasons I'm getting called that.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah, let's stop.
Son,
that's weak as shit.
Son, yo, change the frame. Yo, I'm like astonished right now. I'm genuinely astonished.
I am on your behalf, man.
Like this shit is crazy. This shit is crazy.
Damn near Trump. No.
Dan Clancy, I don't know if it's him in charge. I don't know who it is. I don't know, but man, this girl needs to be permabanned.
Ron goes on to make it clear and make it plain. He'll no longer be referencing Wendy Ortiz. He also says that Wendy is blackballed from working with FREYZ, and he also makes it clear that it's not about anything gender. It's not. It's never been about anything gender. It's specifically about these behaviors, accountability, and reputation. I think what happens often in these times is that it's like in a guilty by association situation where who you hang out with determines the perspective or perception that people have about you. So because Ron may hang around somebody or Jason hangs around with somebody, they get labeled as X, Y, and Z, which is funny and ironic.
Well, who might those niggas be hanging around that are labeled X, Y, and Z? You know what I'm saying? Rightfully, so that,
because objectively speaking, the people that Wendy hang around are terrible people. They are bad people.
Sexual assault, by the way, is one of the most common crimes against women. But she's friends with someone who committed sexual assault towards another man, said he's a man.
Hello?
It's not real.
Hello?
Because you're a man, and not let alone he's autistic, and then she doubled down, tripled down, then she apologized to get unbanned, to then getting unbanned, making fun of it again, but you're friends with someone who committed sexual assault?
Like, did we forget?
Apparently I'm a woman hater. I'm gonna be honest with you, Wendy. You're a great creator. I think you just hang around the wrong people and you put yourself in controversy when you don't need to.
Yeah.
Do your own shit. Remove the negative people in your life and move on, man.
A lot of creators get caught up in this idea of high school drama, staying with the same friend group, even if it doesn't mean the best interest of themselves, just for the sake of image for a community that is inherently toxic. Like, there would be nothing wrong if Wendy just held Nina Lynn accountable, but because she is also a cash cow for them, that's the reason why she didn't rock the boat in that relationship. But what's gonna happen to you, Wendy, is that you're gonna get tethered to Nina Lynn and you're gonna get pulled down deeper and deeper as she continues to sink. And it definitely, and I mean definitely,
No, hold on. Let me just jump in here. Yo, my fault.
It doesn't help that when you do respond to what Jason and Ron said, which were fair criticisms about people that you hang out with, people that do defend Nina Lynn, and you do still hang out with Nina Lynn, that you go ahead and you play this whole victim card and victim mentality, claiming that you're not feeling safe about being on the red carpet since Ron is gonna be there.
Stable Ronaldo is interviewing people. I don't know how it works. In my mind, because it's the red carpet and that's where he's interviewing, and in my mind, the red carpet is the first thing you see, and you step on, and he's gonna be there, and I'm literally gonna run away. I promise you, I'm gonna run away. I promise you.
And he's literally gonna be there, and I promise he's gonna run away, and he's gonna be in the red carpet. Bro, it's like a it's like a cyborg talking. My bad. It's like a cyborg talking, bro. You know what I mean? It's like there's no emotion, dog. You know what I mean? It's like you can already see the negative effects of how, you know, the brain is affected through how it outputs the speech and the verbiage. It's crazy.
I'm gonna run away, guys. I'm running away.
Run away from what? Accountability?
I don't know what's gonna happen, guys. It's because I'm scared. It feels like high school. Like, it feels like I just like got in a fight, and I'm gonna go to school and I just got my ass beat, and I'm gonna go to school the next day and everybody knows I just got my ass beat and nobody wants to talk to me because it's so embarrassing, and I'm just gonna show up. That's what it feels like.
By accountability?
That's actually, it feels like high school again, guys.
By accountability?
I promise you guys, this shit feels like high school. I'm literally gonna show up, try to avoid all these people.
Bro. You're scared that they're gonna hold you to the same accountability that you should be holding others to? So what she's trying to do is play on the heartstrings of all the people that are experiencing some sort of harassment or abuse at these different conventions and award shows, etc., in the streaming community. Kind of like the Imaru situation or the things that Senna alluded to earlier in this year. But the thing is, now she is going to the extent of claiming that she fears for her safety or whatever the case may be when it comes to another streamer, taking this to a different level. Wendy, we are watching these things unfold in real time. You don't have to lie like this. Wendy is online acting as if she is some sort of professional victim. Even her explanation as to why she believes that Ron
always does this, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Is hating on her just shows that she's just clout chasing and doesn't understand the consequences, repercussions, and everything else that comes after making these types of statements.
So I genuinely like I think about what it could be and like why they hate me or why.
Yo, she could think. Yo.
Why they're so like upset at everything I do, and I think it's literally, I think it's just because I'm a girl doing what they do, and I literally like, you know what, I'm gonna be cocky, fuck that shit. Like,
what? She just said, I think I'm a girl doing what they do, and then she disturbed herself, and then she was, you know, she went through, and I don't know, look, like, you could tell it's not gonna make any more sense further than this. It's like, yo, I feel like that's the problem. You thinking is the problem. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, yo, her thinking might just like be the problem, because, you know, if your thoughts is developed by, you know, your validators, the people in, you know, who are not you, people from the external environment, just like shaping your thing. It's like, yo, you're not gonna be able to think by yourself, bro. Maybe stop thinking and maybe just like stop everything. You know, I don't know, until you develop a. Maybe she doesn't even have a brain, like, you know what I'm saying? Hold on.
I'm literally
the organ, like as in an organ. Maybe. Man, wasn't I on something when I said she's probably a cyborg? Probably, you know what I'm saying, coding and ones and zeros in there and the motherboard in there and shit.
What they're doing.
Nah, my bad.
Not.
Allegedly, let me just put that. Okay, in GTA, my bad.
We're done.
Okay, no, but do you guys get what I'm saying? Like, I think that's what it is, and
like her thoughts don't even make sense.
I'm literally doing what they're doing, if not.
Okay,
just kidding.
We're done.
Okay, no, but do you guys get?
She's like, just kidding. What's going on, bro? You know what I'm saying? The downloads are not downloading fast enough. The Wi-Fi is slow, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, the programming is that. Yo, what if she's like a real life IRL AI figure, dog? Damn. Like, as in, like, yo, she don't bleed, right? Like, as in, like, she don't bleed. She's just like, I don't know, like, obviously malfunctions, and then just you start hearing and then she's like, or maybe she might just be a hologram. But if she's a hologram, how can they touch her, right, and interact with her? Like, something's really different here. Like, I'm not gonna hold you, my bad.
What I'm saying, like, I think that's what it is, and I think it's internalized, like something like is wrong with them, or something's wrong with them up here.
Yeah, we're done with the MK Ultra victim. There is nothing, and I mean nothing, that Wendy Ortiz is doing that, in my perspective, a lot of the community would say is like better than anything that FREYZ has done, will do, whatever the case may be. And again, that's not just me glazing FREYZ. This is just them being like super lazy streamers on the lack of accountability side of the internet. Is she talking talking about the sleepover-thon. Maybe that's what she's talking about, the thing that she did, the slumber party. I don't know. But at the end of the day, this is just about holding people accountable for their actions. Nina Lynn did something that was wrong, objectively speaking. I think you would say that stealing was wrong, even if you would try to ignore all the other stuff when it comes to her essaying Saeed.
Oh my God,
you know, you should say that shoplifting was wrong, which she admitted to doing. But why is it that when it's time to be held accountable for those actions, it's so easy for you to backtrack, find different ways, you know, move around X, Y, and Z, LMNOP, and not hold her accountable? It just doesn't make any sense. This isn't a gender issue, and the problem with it becoming a gender issue is that you push apart different sides of the community. But I hope you know, Wendy, the person that's going to suffer the most from this is ultimately going to be you. Once you're attached to Nina Lynn and she keeps dragging herself down,
you're going down too, buddy. It's over for you. Over with.
Ultimately, you're gonna get drugged down with her
FBI, open up!
Until you are both on Kick Rumble and are faded into
Are we still calling it ReWAD though? I don't know. I feel like for season 2, we're gonna have to. Well, season 2 is gonna have to change the whole setup. It's gonna have to suggest a change to the whole setup. My bad. Still kind of gathering my mentals. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Kicking it off with the hidden psychology and wait. I have a name for it. Honesty is key, right? Basically, we're highlighting the fact that honesty is key. So, you know, spotting the hidden psychology developed in untrustworthy neighbors. You know what I'm saying? We can, you know what I'm saying? We can spin it. We can see post, right? We can see in the post production of things. You feel me? But without any further ado, we got my boy. What is it? Sia speaks. SIAH speaks, right? You make out of it what you will in terms of pronunciation, but please, right here, we do not butcher names out of trolling. We butcher names from authentic, just tripping off of just something we're not used to, right? So organic trolling, right? There is such a thing.
All right. So today I wanted to talk to you.
Wait, is trolling considered organic in some instances? I don't know. Question for the day. Anyway, okay, just a quick take. I think I want to do this often, where I just give a breakdown just based off of the title, right? Honesty is key. What are we talking about? What are we building? What are we speculating? What are we putting out there that the video is gonna break down, right? What I think, just off the rip, honesty is key. Obviously, well, as it says in the title, self-explanatory. Honesty is key, but what unique angle are we trying to get at it, right? We are trying to spot out of just spotting the title, spotting the guy. We are gonna go ahead and decipher the hidden psychology developed in the minds of, or in the beings of, you know, untrustworthy neighbors. So you know what I'm saying? This untrustworthy term, where it is associated with, well, it's the other extreme of, you know, the honesty dishonesty contrast or spectrum. You know what I'm saying? We're covering, well, it's one spectrum. It's the same thing. It's just two extremes of the thing, right? In terms of the results we may find on the opposite extreme of the honesty that is highlighted here, right? So we're trying to look at it from a reverse standpoint, where we're looking at it from an untrustworthy standpoint, and how we can go ahead and avoid that from our untrustworthy neighbors. You know what I'm saying? Well, neighbor just means, yeah, your neighbor, you're the next man, the next woman, the next human being. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go ahead and speculate that, you know, he's finna break down how to be honest. You know what I'm saying? But then in that, it's like, with that being honest, this is what the untrustworthy collective lacks, right? We just finna see what the untrustworthy collective lacks. Go ahead, Saya.
You guys about honesty and why I think it's pointless to lie. And it's about to be 2026. What are you doing?
Oh shit, it
Why
is.
not? Why are you not being 100% yourself at all times? Why are you lying?
Why?
And it's about to be 2026.
Why are you running? Why are you running? Almost like he said, he asked, why are you running? Why are you lying?
Because first of all, I think this is a good topic because
let's go.
Most of you guys are subscribed to my channel because of the honesty, right?
How do you know that? Fair question. How do you know that?
And it feels like, you know, I'm this channel is set me. I'm set apart from a lot of these plastic YouTube channels, and I appreciate, you know, all the people that be, you know, texting me and showing me love in the comments, and everybody telling me like how I got an impact on them and all that. Like, I appreciate that.
Nice.
But I mean, the other people, that's why I said most of the people that subscribe to, you know, for the honesty, but the other 0.00% are subscribed because as soon as they get a notification, they claim that they disagree with everything that I say, but they got noties on and they comment in the first 10 seconds some bullshit. Like, you know, I can't take those people serious. But listen, Pete.
But like, how do you know they're just not lazy to go ahead and unsubscribe? Because do you know how many channels that I'm subscribed to? You know what I'm saying? Especially over a span of like years, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it could be just like a tedious job to just clear things that you're subscribed to like away. You know what I'm saying? I remember I would think to myself like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I need to purge away all these channels that keep on, you know, notifying me of their content, where it's like their content has no purpose for me, has no purpose in me. Pause. Feel me? And then I remember just like thinking about it. I went ahead and opened up my app, right? And I selected the tab, the subscriptions tab, and just like the number of people that are subscribed. I did this one exercise before doing it this one time that I'm telling you about. Before that, right? But then I remember I was mad. I was not even an internet person. I was not spending no time online. I remember I was just like subscribed to, I think, maybe 50 channels, maybe 50 to 70 channels. You know what I'm saying? And that time I had a YouTube account for about like 3 years, man. You know, 50 subscriptions. So I went ahead and cleared that. So that was successful because of the minimal number of channels that I was just like subscribed to. But then you know, the second time around I was like quadruple that number of subscriptions. You know what I'm saying? I was like, God damn. You know what I'm saying? It just made me lazy to, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and unsubscribe one by one. But you know what I'm saying? It's just devil's advocate, my brother. My bad. You can go on.
Why I think it's important to be honest at all times.
Why is it important? Let's go.
First of all, I mean, this is a known thing.
No, it is important because it can help us. Wait, let me come closer to you. Y'all know how I do it. Y'all know how I get. It is very much important so that we can go ahead and spot it's important to spot the honesty in people that do exhibit honesty, so that we can differentiate those who are dishonest, right? So that psychology of those who are dishonest can be like, you know, it can stand out, so that nobody can emulate that, so that nobody can see. Look, bro, the one reason that I psychoanalyze a whole lot of people a whole bunch of times, right, is the fact that sometimes you do not see the negative results or the results that you want to avoid in maybe decisions that you want to make at the moment, right? Because sometimes, maybe most of the time, right, it's that you need to make that decision over and over and over again so that you can spot the degeneracy that you want to avoid in it, right? So it has to build up a whole lot of momentum so that you can see a habit, a pattern in your habits, and that habit can say something about your psychology, right? Especially the unconscious parts, where we like, yo, we can be, you know, we could be hooked or attached to something that like makes us, you know, have crazy habits, and then, you know, we don't even realize it, you know, until somebody eventually just, you know, helps us spot it out. You know what I'm saying? They can point it out in us, whereas we can't even see it from ourselves because we just live it. It's just second nature. It's just subconscious. You know what I'm saying? So it's very much important sometimes to just spot the psychology of the negative effects that we're trying to avoid in others. You know what I'm saying? But then we can only spot the psychology of the degeneracy by first spotting the decency, right? You can only determine what's degenerate, you know, when there's a presence of decency. When the decent is present, because we can spot what's not decent, right? So that's my whole thing. That's my whole reason, right? Saya, you can go on, Your Honor.
It don't really matter what year it is, but if you lie too much, you're gonna eventually get caught up in one of your lies, and then you're gonna have to use more lies to cover up that lie.
Crazy.
And then you're in a deeper rabbit hole than you were to begin with. Like, why not just keep it real?
Keep it a buck.
Like, period. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
Then not only will you avoid all of that, but I mean, you're gonna eventually, you might end up in a situation that you don't want to be in, because there's people like, no, if I kept it real with everything, I'd be in jail. Oh, well, okay.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, let's not.
Yeah, let's talk about the snitching thing, man. Let's talk about the snitch code. You know what I'm saying? First things first. When it comes to that kind of thing, it's like, yo, I'm trying to keep it. I gotta keep it a bean. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be somebody that keeps it 100, especially with street code, bro. Trying to keep it a bean, keep it a. But yo, sometimes 100% honesty is heavy, especially when we trying to apply it across board. That's why it has to come through, like, the standards has to be like holy. You know what I'm saying? Well, I mean, it has to come with holes in it. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's clear that with the snitch code that exists, it's clear that, you know what I'm saying, we cannot be honest 100% across the board, especially when it comes to street niggas, right? I only pointed that out to you know, just check, am I tripping? You know what I'm saying? If you disagree, like, just, you know, put it in the comments. But it's like, yo, sometimes we just spot these, you see what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, yo, I want to spot the degeneracy from the psychological aspect of things, where it's like, yo, do these niggas even realize how hypocritical this whole thing is, right? By accepting the fact that, yo, we don't want rats, we don't want snitches, we don't but then, yo, keep it a bean. You gotta keep it 100 with me. If you my mans, if we part of the same gang, you feel me? You gotta keep it. You know what I'm saying? Keep it 1,000. Keep it a. But then, yo, not to the cops, not to the authorities, not to the. You feel what I'm saying? Hey, tricky.
Not act on those thoughts, right? But if we're talking about, like, just regular shit, like regular petty shit that you just shouldn't lie about, like. Me personally, I keep it real with everything, bro, because the whole reason, well, not the whole reason, a big chunk of the reason why I'm making these Side Speaks videos, why Side Speaks even exists, is because I used to get caught up in a lot of my fucking lies, and I'll have to come up with more caps, just like I said, to cover up that cap. And I'll just, man, I'll be like 35 lies deep, forgetting lies that I told like 5 years ago. Some nigga from 5 years ago coming to me like, yo, didn't you tell me you was in Cancun, Mexico the other fucking day?
Yo, that is mad true though, because okay, look, what I am extracting, what I'm deriving, what I'm taking away. You know what I'm saying? Watch out, do your homework. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be intellectual with it, expeditiously. Shout out Tip. Look, the point that I'm getting from him is that, yo, you literally got to do, it's like double, triple, quadruple job, bro. It's like you gotta be like on your toes. You gotta put double, quadruple, triple effort in everything that you do, because you gotta calculate how to cover a lie that you know what I'm saying, that you spewed previously, so that your lies balance, so that your lies, you know what I'm saying, have a whole cohesive story to it, cohesive vision to it. It's actually pretty much tougher to be dishonest, to be somebody who is dishonest. And that's another point that I'd raise in terms of like the psychology that's just developed in untrustworthy neighbors, is the fact that, yo, it makes life a whole lot more pressure. You know what I'm saying? Like unnecessarily pressure. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like you just have to be on your darkness. You know what I'm saying? More than your authenticity. You have to spend time in your shadow parts more than in your authenticity. Not necessarily in your light or bright sides, but in your authenticity, because that right there, that sweet spot right there, considers both worlds, right? Shadows and, you know, bright sides of yourself, that is, of your psyche, that is. You understand what I'm saying? And I'll break more of that down in the MOS, moral of the story. But it's like, you know what I mean? Like, and for some other people that it becomes too much to bear. That's why, you know, when somebody's a bad liar, it's like, yo, you could catch them out from the previous lie that they told. That, yo, these things, they don't add up. You feel me? And, you know, that's actually how even things like the justice system's cross-examination tactics to try to get some truth out of you, that's what they use. They try and test the consistency in your cap, nigga.
Yeah,
what you mean?
Oh, shit.
What are we doing?
Nope.
Don't do it.
There's no point in lying anymore.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you're eventually gonna get caught up in that shit. Now, an
mean.
example of me, I had made this video in the summertime that eventually got taken down.
Why?
Okay. Because if it didn't get taken down, then I was gonna get a strike on my channel. Now there's people thinking Saya, you're supposed to be, you know, you think you're telling people you're the realest and all that, and
you do.
They're not even understanding, like, I was about to get a strike at that.
Make them understand why you was about to get a strike, bro. Why we whining?
Video didn't get taken down. You know what I'm saying? So I had no choice.
Okay,
it was either stand by my Saya Speaks image and just be the realest dude of all time. Hey, fuck the strike. I'll take the strike. No, bro. If I get a strike, that means I can't post for y'all for like whatever 2 weeks or something. I'm not about to do that. Like, hell no, I'm about to just delete the video and y'all can just suck my dick. Like,
yo, yeah. What? Suck your what? Yo, look, here's another point I want to raise, right? In the fact that, yo, okay, let me just elaborate on what I meant in terms of, yo, sometimes you just need to be on your authentic side, not necessarily your shadow side or your bright side or your positive or your negative or whatever. Yeah, that was awkward. I know. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? We get awkward this side. It's cool. It's okay. Be you. You know what I'm saying? This is the point that I want to make though. In being you, since we're talking about being you, right? There's an authentic part of you that does necessitate for some negative energy. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to misconstrue me for just like justification of just pathetic degeneracy when I say the negative parts of you. The negative parts of you that can be perceived as just like resistant, you know what I'm saying, about you. Like everything that's resistant about you, everything that's like conflicting about you, everything that's, you know what I'm saying, you know, even confusing. But then sometimes you do need to integrate that with yourself. What do I mean by this? You do need to consider those parts of you. Consider what those parts of you are, you know, what their function are in your mind, in your emotions, in your being, in your function. You feel what I'm saying? So why do I say this? Because look at it this way. Homie right here, Saya, was like, yo, you know, about his issue of either getting a strike, you know, keeping it all the way real and getting a strike, or dumbing down the truth a little bit. Don't be all the way honest. You know what I'm saying? For the sake of what? Not getting the strike. Why are we avoiding to get the strike? Nigga, we trying to live off of this shit. We get monetized. Blah blah blah. There's such things as certain types of TOS that we do not want to violate, and being too honest could jeopardize that. It could jeopardize our survival. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to work on a soundboard so that I don't have to do verbal sound effects. Sorry if that was weird, awkward, corny, whatever. Working on it, under construction. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, like I think I missed my train of thought, nigga. I don't even know what to blame it on. My yapping too much. My bad, my fault. But yeah, that sweet spot, bro, it's needed, man. It's needed for you not to lean too much on the negative sides or too much on the positive sides. You feel what I'm saying? Because, again, the survival thing again. You know what I'm saying? I'm bringing up the survival thing again. We do sometimes have to dumb down the 100% being real, being too honest for survival. You know what I'm saying? We're not trying to violate certain TOS. So, you know what I mean? Sometimes it is necessary to just, like, cap a little bit. And by capping, I'm not saying transmit or relay false information. Don't do the false information thing. That's too pathetic, bro. Don't do that.
It wasn't like people was calling me a hypocrite for that. It wasn't like I deleted the video because I got backlash. Y'all know I don't care. I get backlash with every fucking video. I don't care about fucking backlash. It was just nice. Now, if YouTube hits me up like, hey, if you don't take this down, you're getting a strike. Hey.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying? But on topic, right?
Okay, neighbor. Yo, yeah, I see why. You really need to chill some instances. But go on, your
back on topic.
Yeah.
You will feel way more comfortable going through life
for real
if you just keep it real. You won't have weight on your shoulders. Well, I mean, when it
No. I'm actually trolling when I be ad-libbing these. For real? I know exactly what the fuck you mean. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like this is exactly what the point that I was iterating, right? It's the point that I was making.
You will feel way more comfortable going through life.
Going through life just being yourself. You know what I'm saying? Instead of, you know, putting more pressure on yourself, trying to cover lies up with other lies, and just like covering this facade with that facade, this mask with, you know what I'm saying, that mask. Oh shit, what was the color of the previous mask that I had on? Oh shit, then I better put that color back on, you know, because they might just find something out, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like you have to keep everything consistent, and that's tougher. That's tougher than just being yourself, being real. I ain't gonna lie.
Life. If you just keep it real, you won't have weight on your shoulders. Well, I mean, when it comes to lies being the weight, you feel what I'm saying?
Right.
You will attract people. I mean, this is basically the shit that I said in my first video.
Yeah. What did you say?
You will attract people that are supposed to be around you. You will attract people that's supposed to be in your circle, and whoever flocks to you from, you know, you keeping it real and being yourself. Once again, I say this all the time, but I swear to God, it's like a really important thing to have in your head as a human being, bro.
What?
You keep it real, you be yourself, you're gonna attract people that fuck with you being you, okay? You lie so much and you living in a lie, bro, you got friends around you that don't even know who the fuck you are. Like, why just live in a lie the whole time? Always lying more to cover that lie, and then if you get caught up in that lie, you gotta come up with some more bullshit. And then somebody else that you lied to come up behind you like, wait, no, that's not real because you told me. Like, why even deal with all that when you can just tell the truth?
Yeah, that's right.
Shit, you might tell the truth and you might lose all your friends. Fuck them. Those friends weren't supposed to be your friends to begin with because they were here for the fake version of you.
Yeah.
The lying version is the version that they're friends with. They're not friends with your ass.
Keep it a
so
buck.
why not just keep it real, bro? Like, dress how the fuck you want to dress. Talk how the fuck you want to talk. Be a bum ass nigga like me and get a haircut whenever the fuck you want to get a haircut. I don't feel like getting a haircut right now. It's 30 degrees outside. I look stupid. I'm not trying to get bitches. I don't care. Right. I mean, I want to make my videos. I want to stream. I want to make skits, and I want to make Side Speaks videos, and I want to get high and go to sleep. And I want to get money, and I want to travel, and I want to get ooey gooey blowy joeys from Japanese bitches that can't speak English yet.
And I want to yell my lungs out for no reason in front of the camera so that niggas listen to me and in me and subscribe. Ooh.
Oh man.
Yeah, I get it, bro.
Just 3 of them at one time.
I get it.
Does anybody have $1,800 I can borrow for a plane ticket to Japan?
I don't think so.
Anyways, that's besides the point, man.
Yeah.
I just wanted to come on here and express to you. I mean, you guys know in most of my videos, I'm always talking about how it's most important to be real and how I'm trying to push authenticity and how I want authenticity to make a comeback. And, you know, I'm going to continue to do that. Now, hear me out. Why the fuck? Okay, listen, I'm flattered, right? I'm flattered, but I am seeing like copy and paste YouTube channels. Like, I've seen multiple channels with. Now, I don't want to talk down on these channels because they're obviously fans of me, bro, but they're just jacking my style and not giving me credit. Like, I'm seeing YouTube channels, say their name is Timmy or something, right? They'll put Timmy Speaks as their YouTube channel. They like just made the channel like the past month, and their name is Timmy Speaks. And then they're posting a video and they're just talking to a camera. But hear me out. A lot of people just talk to a camera, right? But they're trying to sound like
shit. Me too. My bad. Me too. Yeah.
Me, and they're trying to talk about the same shit that I talk about. And it's weird. It's weird how like fans get, bro, because you know it's crazy. They might not even be. This actually has some form to do with what I'm talking about right now because they're actually not being themselves and they're not being honest. So this is a part of the video.
They're not being themselves and they're not being honest. That was the point I was trying to highlight, though, is the fact that but then look at it from this aspect, bro. I feel like it's these people that like be developing this AI. Right, the kind of AI that can generate even content pieces, content from channels. You feel me? Because if this is how you feel, if this is your reality, I feel like it's from the point of view of like, you know, whoever has Spartan, or I don't know if they instruct these bots. You know what I'm saying? Bots that exist on certain various platforms. You know what I mean? To go ahead and spot channels that work, right? Channels that have algorithmic favor with the platform, right? So for example, like Sire Speaks, I don't know if there's probably like bot or bugs. I don't know if that's the word they still use, but it's bots, right? At the end of the day, on the platform built in that are instructed to just spot the real human channels that are working, that have algorithmic favor. Kind of replicate what they're doing, maybe you know what I'm saying, don't probably duplicate the name of the channel, obviously, maybe, for example, this is one of the things that they instruct these bots: don't duplicate the name of the channel, don't show the face of the person on the channel, you know what I'm saying, but not exactly, you know what I'm saying, don't exactly copy the ideas, but just tether around the ideas that they be touching on, and just different themes that they kind of be talking about and things like that. I feel like that might just be a psyop, you know what I'm saying, from the whole niche, you know what I mean, because a whole lot of people are encouraged to niche their content, do specific content, you know what I mean, that caters for a specific crowd, and that's how you double down on just the value that you provide to that audience and that crowd, right? Whereas at the same time, it's if they tell you to do that and that's how you win in terms of your numbers and going forward, blah blah blah, right? Then they can be okay, now we can create bots that can see which channels stick as per their instruction to stick to a niche, right? You now then go and copy how they, you know what I'm saying, piggyback off of their audience. So generate titles that are around what they're generating. You know what I'm saying? Thumbnails that are around what they're generating, except their faces. Just don't put their faces on there. Similar channel names, like from a Saya Speaks to a Tisa Speaks or Tisa Tells. Okay, no smoke, no beef, no smoke, with no channel, right? Or something speaks, right? Shout out my boy Hex Speaks. I was going to be Hex Speaks, but Hex Speaks is a real, yeah, that's a real man. That's a real man. That's a real neighbor right there. Shout out Hex Speaks, man. Really entertaining reaction videos. Check him out. HEC Speaks. Yeah, Hex Speaks. But you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about just in terms of generating these AI generated channels and content pieces, right? Maybe that's a psyop for them to piggyback off of your channel, Mr. Saya Speaks, right? And everybody else who has success in niching down your content. Now there's a whole bunch of bots that can just be flooded around the themes that you have chosen to niche down and double down on in terms of topic choice. You know what I'm saying? It makes it easier for them to replicate an AI generated version of your channel. Golly, that might be the reason why. You feel me? Because if their own platform can generate a bot that can do what you're doing, since what you're doing is the winning method, then it's more money for their platform. You know what I'm saying? That was initiated by their platform. So in the future, they won't need you, since they generated, they can generate similar ideas and what works from your IP, your intellectual property, your own ideas. But then look, a whole bunch of this shit I'm gonna have to break it down in the MOS, because right now I'm feeling extra yappy, dog, for some reason. Fuck, my bad, bro.
Saya is known. Saya has ADHD, and Saya can't shut the hell up. And Saya is also known for going off topic, bro. If I'm making a yap video about cars, my nigga, and I start talking about cars for 3 minutes and the video is 10 minutes, I might start talking about my favorite shirt for 2.5 minutes, talking about my favorite song by Led Zeppelin for another minute and 45 seconds, and then I'll get back on topic. You know what I'm saying? Y'all used to that shit by now. There's casuals that's in the comments.
I'm not used to that shit, man. Nice meeting you. It's the first time I'm meeting you, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I just stick around for the sake of just for as long as you stick to the topic, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. My bad.
Bro, I clicked the video for what I read on the title, okay? You need to...
Yeah, I just said that.
I don't need to do fucking anything. This is my shit.
Oh.
Y'all be losing the fucking plot, bro. Are y'all forgetting this isn't a...
Chill, bro. I just got here, nigga. What?
Go Bell, how...
This y'all mans? Bro, is this y'all mans? Some shit? Nah, this is a serious question, nigga.
And I'm supposed to take the customer's bullshit, and I'm supposed to take a drunk nigga throwing change at me at 1 o'clock in the morning. That happened.
It did?
And yeah, no, this is YouTube. You. Do I gotta make a YouTube hasn't been YouTube part 2, my nigga?
What?
I'm telling y'all, that's like my top 5 favorite fucking videos, bro. But yeah, hell yeah, I go off topic, my nigga. I be wanting to talk about anything, bro. Like, hear me out. Anybody that's watching my content right now, all y'all, everybody, you. Anybody that's watching this video right now, you could click a video and the title could be some shit. And yeah, I will talk about that, what I'm talking about in that video for most of the video. But hey, listen, I might go off topic and yap a little bit.
Saya really motherfucking speaks. I'll give the brother that, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Savage is safe. Yo, by the way, his yo, he had the best feature on Thug.
Why is everybody in there?
Whoa. Why you trying to wake everybody up like that? What happened to being gentle? What? You're just gonna go and throw all that ice bucket of water on your face just to wake you up. You could, there's a tasteful way of waking a nigga punk ass up. Oh, now. ReWAD, W47, you know what I'm saying? Doubling down on Gen Z, pause. Well, Gen Z type energies and Gen Z type, yeah, etc., right? Content creator epidemic. And, the only reason, well, it's by Glisten right here. The only reason why I was thinking today's generation, especially the fact that, thinking upon the fact that it's getting so saturated. Not saturated because that has like some negative connotation to it, but a whole lot of people are diving into this kind of thing, right? This way of being. This ambition to go for, I don't know. Yeah, well, this is for the ambitious actually, because it starts off voluntarily. I don't know, before we can even talk about something sustainable, something where we can derive some sort of business from, right? Content creation, that is. Like, I'm just seeing how people are just like going to it like in droves. I don't know if it's me. Well, I know it's some sort of echo chamber kind of effect going on, right? Where it's like, it's the worlds that I'm focused in because I am in that world, right, of content creation. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm one of those people that just like, one of those people that are within the percentage of the droves that just drove into this thing, which is content creation. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, for me, I have my reasons of why this started to appeal to me. You feel what I'm saying? For one, the fact that I've believed for as long as I remember that I am a creator by nature. You know what I'm saying? I've created from a kid. You know what I mean? Being by myself, creating worlds, imagining things. You know what I mean? Creating ideas. Creating, drawings of things that don't even go together. You know what I'm saying? Drawing a fridge that has 3 heads. What? I know. Like, it's like, you know what I'm saying? You just want to, and it's not even, this whole creation thing, somebody being a creator or whatever. I don't even think we are supposed to be, meaning that in the sense of, creating nothing that's never been out here. You know what I mean? But it's like literally taking what exists, right, and putting it together in a new way, in a unique way, where it has never been put together. AKA my little example of when I was, younger, imagining a fridge with 3 heads. You know what I'm saying? And 7 wheels. You know what I'm saying? And that mug was worshipped by the rats that pulled up in the evening when everybody was asleep and the lights was off, and the rats that were just like, infested the crib. You know what I mean? I mean, there's rat problems in the townships, dog. Don't look at me weird. You know what I'm saying? There's rat problems. I mean, we would trap a couple of them, kill them, shit like that. But it's just, what I'm saying? It's an imagination of somebody who's creative. So, that was one of the reasons why I just like wanted to get into the content creation, thing, because for me, since those kind of times when I was young, telling you those weird things that I used to imagine, it's easy for me to put together like maybe ideas of what I can put in front of somebody in a unique way. That's all I mean by that, right? So yeah, one major reason. But you know, there's multiple reasons actually of why I don't want to get into those, because y'all already know that's just gonna get me on a whole yap session. That might damn near be a you know, MOS, you know, moral of story, and you know we kick those at the end of the video. So be curious as to know why people, especially these days, that's why I thought Gen Z, like yo, Gen Z is the one generation where they actually come through understanding the world in terms of, okay, what career do I have to choose? Oh shit, content creation. For them it's an option that's like, okay, I think they're the first generation, right? That's gonna just consider it something to be, just to do on some serious vibe too. Because I remember when you were young, Mr. You know what I'm saying, millennial, or I don't think this boom is watching my shit. You know what I'm saying? But you, like OG, Unk, you know what I'm saying? When you was growing up, there was no such thing as, yo, content creator. No, I want to make videos online. I was like, what? Nigga, and we from, bro, third world, part of nature? Come on, bro. What are you talking about? You understand what I'm saying? So, Gen Z, it's easy. It's like, yo, that is literally something that's, you know, a formidable, considerable career path. And so, I feel like, you know, with everybody jumping in, I want to hear the reasons as to what Glisten saw, or, you know, gathered from people. Let's hear
Why
it.
is everybody and their mama trying to stream right now, bro? What is going on? I swear, a
Question.
couple of years ago, we did not have this much people trying to become YouTubers, TikTokers, streamers. But why is that, bro? Is it because of people like Stable Ronaldo getting big and streaming? Is it because of women like Vanilla Mace getting big off TikToks? Why is everybody trying to stream right now? What is going on?
Bro, what the fuck?
Do with your life, man.
But that's a good question though.
Like, what are you gonna do?
Oh yeah, I want to be a streamer. Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna be a streamer?
Nah, yeah, trust me, I got it all planned out.
Yeah. What did I just say right now? You know what I'm saying? Like maybe an older figure, parental figure, or whatever, ask you, hey, youngin, what do you want to do? Oh, no, content creation. You know, the reactions depending on the kind of generation you came up out of, right? Developed yourself from. You know, with regards to from being young into maturity, it's like those answers would be different, right? And that reaction would be different, even from you, who was asked that question and had to like really think about how it's gonna sound with you telling somebody else that you're trying to be a content creator. Like, you know what I'm saying? You had, and you had to stand on it too. You feel me?
Are you gonna be a streamer? Did you know Jenny's kid down the blog also wants to be a streamer? Like, I think everybody in this neighborhood wants to be a streamer actually.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you never heard this kind of rhetoric from like older guys, maybe born in the 90s or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, or early 90s, late 80s. You never heard this kind of rhetoric from those kind of people that this one is a content creator as well, that one's a content creator. But then again, look, I want to break it down in terms of like where niggas is from. You know what I'm saying? Guys over here, I mean, a bunch of y'all that be watching my shit is actually from the West. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to y'all, bro, first of all. But then what I realized is that, you know, with y'all, I feel like a whole lot of things, you know, advance faster. You know, quicker. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get to shit like faster or whatever. It's because of the global market in terms of influence that y'all have, right? Like globally. You know what I mean? And that's been pretty evident throughout the world. And then that's why I'm like, yo, I have to differentiate this, because people like me, my experiences was way different. You know what I'm saying? Things hit us later. You know what I'm saying? We know about trends a bit later. You know what I'm saying? Of which is actually strange, because if you look at the time zones, dog, I don't know if you know, I'm out of pocket or I'm tripping, but in terms of time zones, you know, people from like the east and central parts of the globe, you know what I'm saying? Like South Central actually, Africa, so like some nigga from South Africa, right? So it's like, yo, I actually saw that y'all is like damn near like 12 hours behind our time. You know what I'm saying? For some reason, you know, the influence that y'all had and just like grip y'all had on the world and things like this, you niggas is more advanced. You got more of the advanced things, XYZ. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, yo, the content creation rhetoric is very important when we breaking it down on this channel at least, because there are those worlds of differences. You know what I'm saying? I'm not from where y'all from. You know what I'm saying? But then look at the beautiful thing of this content creation thing. Since we breaking down the content creation thing, right? I'm pretty sure I'm on the wrong scene too. Fuck, my bad. Right? Look at the beautiful thing of this content creation thing is that, you know what I mean? Now people have this new way where they come together and create communities in parallel realities, aka in the online verse. It's like all those boundaries and all those lines between like what makes us different or what just like keeps us separate or blurred. You know what I'm saying? At least in terms of reach. And, you know, the information being shared and transferred and blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? And us even understanding one another. You feel me? But this is just to, you know...